Oh, the lighting is just atrocious. It is grey and murky and I give up. I'm cold. Hello lovely people, welcome to the video. My name's Athena. I am a writer trying to write books whilst homeschooling my two girls and being with them 24/7. Someone is being very grouchy. I literally have tried to deal with it multiple times. It's not just one of those days. So, quick recap for anyone who has no idea who I am or what I'm talking about. I have currently one project in the Query Trenches, a fantasy romance that I have just revised yet again and resent into the Query Trenches. I am done revising it. I am done touching it. I need to move on from that because it has been holding me back from working on my current work in progress and from just generally moving forward. With that being said, my current work in progress, what I have been working on since putting that book into the Query Trenches, a paranormal romance, ghosty paranormal romance. I am about, how many words am I in? I think it's like just over 23,000 words of a zero draft, the goal being 40,000 words. Fun fact. Yesterday, today is the 6th of May. Yesterday was the 5th. I took a day off from just anything really, revising and stuff. I just kind of sent out some queries. I withdrew and resubmitted some queries. I took a moment to just breathe. I was doing some housework and I asked Alexa to play a song for me. She did not hear me correctly, as she tends to do lately. And she started playing The Story of My Life by One Direction. And I was like, where did you even remember that? So while that was playing, I just let it because why not? The playlist itself was like One Direction songs, kind of like that era songs, basically. I had an entire story form in my head, like an entire story just formed in my head, like an idea unfolding. Like I could see it like a movie as I was washing the dishes and cooking and doing stuff. It's like this, and I'm like, I have a work in progress. I don't need another, like what is happening? I am like, okay, this is actually a pretty good idea. I like the idea. Let's write the idea down so that once I'm done with my current whip, I sat down to write what I assumed would be a one-sentence idea and ended up with a 600-word synopsis of the entire story. Like, the entire story, I wrote a synopsis of it, and I was like, what? What? It's a full-blown contemporary romance with magic. Like, it's like a speculative romance kind of thing. Like, it's romance with magic and cowboys and magic. Did I mention the magic? And I'm just like, what on earth? And I think it started, I did have this like cowboy romance kind of thing in the far future as an idea, like a very vague kind of, and I was just kind of thinking of how it would be fun to add like a magic touch to something like a cowboy romance. And then the whole thing just formed. So now I have this idea that I wrote that synopsis. It excites me. I wanted to get up this morning and start working on it. And I'm like, I have a work in progress. I'm halfway through the zero draft. I can't just dump my current work in progress and dive into a new work in progress. Okay, so that was the thought process last night. When I then had a bit of free time to myself last night, I sat at the computer again and I literally set up a mood board. I've already started a playlist and a mood board and a Pinterest board. And I already know, like, I could sit down and pants this bad boy right now and I would definitely end up with a full-fledged story at the end of this whole process. And now I don't know what to do because it excites me. And I think what happened was mentally I've been going a little bit crazy with the book that is in the Query Trenches. And I've been really trying to get into my new work in progress that I have been thinking about for quite a while, like actually a good year, if not more. And I think it's just like, because I've kind of figured out so many details about my current work in progress. And then I was going so crazy and trying to revise constantly, like my fantasy romance that's in the Query Trenches. Mentally, I've just kind of really blocked myself when it comes to those two projects. I'm done. I'm so tired. And then once I said, okay, fantasy romance is off into the Query Trenches, I'm done with it. I am done. Even if every rejection, if every query I send comes back as a rejection, it is what it is. Okay? That is off. I am done. I now need to move on. I need to move forward and I need a project that really, and this project popped up and I'm just like, what do I do? Like, do I put my whip on the side and continue? Do I finish the work in progress, like zero draft? So at least I have a completed zero draft and then move into it? Do I just dive into it and just just let myself go crazy and write this story. I feel I already have a line, like a pitch, a one-sentence pitch. I have a one-sentence pitch. I barely have a one-sentence pitch for my work for the fantasy romance that's in the Quarry Trenches. I don't have anything for the current work in progress. I have a one-sentence pitch. I have I have everything. It is forming in my head spectacularly, and I'm over here like, do I just follow this wave of just? It was a mistake. Like, Alexa just made a mistake and played a different song from what I asked her to, and then this whole thing and I'm just like, yeah, like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. I've been talking to you guys for 6 minutes and I still don't know what to do. So let's talk about the work in progress, shall we? Okay, so I have 22,000 words on my work in progress. Okay. Let me just open my work in progress and have a look at it, just to kind of, this video is gonna be all over the place, by the way. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it is what it is. So yeah, 22,338 words. I'm at the point, where am I? I'm at the all is lost moment. Like, the bad guys closing in, all is lost. Okay. Yeah, bad guys closing. This is where I am right now. I've passed the midpoint. I'm about to, like, really, so it's at a really pivotal moment as far as my paranormal romance is concerned. So could I literally, I mean, I know people do this, but would they work on multiple projects at the same time? But, like, I don't know. Can I work on, I don't know. I've never worked on multiple projects at the same time. I really, 600 words, a full synopsis. I'm looking at the synopsis of the Speculative Romance. It's like a full, literally, and I created the mood board. I know exactly how the story's gonna go. I already have a playlist set up, and I really want to work on it, but I don't know if I should. Oh my gosh. This is such, I mean, technically, let's look at this, there's no one telling me what I should write or not write. There's no rule that says once you start a certain story, you can't put it to the side and start working on another one. It's just, what I don't want to happen is this. My ADHD brain tends to jump at things, like shiny things, right? And switch projects. And it's always been my fear when it comes to my writing that I will get distracted and kind of try and do multiple things at the same time. So I've kind of set a rule where I'm like, I need to finish the project I'm working on before I move on to another project. With that being said, I did that perfectly with the first book. Like, I did not feel the need to move on until, like, the end, when I was pretty much done. And what has now happened is I'm liking the work in progress that I'm currently working on, my ghosty paranormal romance. I like the story. I like the idea. I like all of it. It's just, it hasn't gripped me. I don't know if it's because I was working on it in my head simultaneously with this project, with my fantasy romance, and I've kind of linked it to the whole thing. Because this project now, like this speculative romance that's just popped up in my head, is literally, it's just taken over me right now. Like, I was excited to, like, I wanted to go to bed so that I can wake up and I can work on it. And that has not happened with the ghosty romance. As I said, I really like the story. I really like, it's not like I don't like my work in progress anymore. It's just the excitement. I don't know. And maybe if I start working on this one, it'll also fizzle. But I'm scared. I don't want to jump from project to project. I don't want to start doing that. Like, oh, I got this brilliant idea. Let me start that one. Because then I'll just end up with, like, a bunch of half-done projects and not finish anything. But I've never, like, I have a one-sentence pitch for it. I have, like, it's really forming, and it feels catchy, and it feels, I don't know. And it feels like I have comp ideas already for it, and but at the same, oh my God, I don't know. I'm so scared that I'm gonna be, okay. I guess what I could do is I could allow myself to work on this new one. I could tell myself, okay, this is the first idea you've been super excited about with all this Quarry Trench insanity going on. Go for it. Dive into it. But I need to, like, finish it. Like, I need to do the brainstorming, tackle all that, zero draft, no more jumping to other projects. The only project I can jump into, other than this one, is my paranormal romance. So these two, that is what it is. Okay? Okay. I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm terrified right now. Oh my gosh. I'm scared of my own brain. Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes sense. It's just, I don't know. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let myself dive into a bit of a brainstorm session. I'm gonna put my new playlist to the test. Oh my gosh, the playlist is so like One Direction, Shawn Mendes, just songs that are like, I'm like, what? Where? Like, what? Yes. So, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump. This vlog is basically, this video is basically me just chatting with you guys and being like, I'm gonna start a new project. One sec! Okay, I need to go feed some children. So I think what we're gonna do is the next video is probably gonna be like a vloggy style thing of me having finally decided which project I'm working on. Okay, okay. So I think what I'm gonna do today, and I'm gonna end the video after this point, is I'm going to allow myself to brainstorm and play around with this new idea. I'm going to see what I got on it, and if I can start writing it, and if I feel like I can, and if the brainstorming board in my Milanote fills up today, because honestly it's moving really fast because everything is it just slots perfectly into place. It's the weirdest sensation. So we will see. The next vlog will be me working either on my paranormal romance or the speculative romance that I'm now suddenly very much wanting to work on. Who knows which one it will be? I don't know. Okay. I'll see you guys in the next one.